Hello and welcome. Confession time. I am clearly terrible with time management, especially with this year. But I think it's understandable. I think it's been a weird year for all of us and we've all been dealing with a lot. And obviously that's been my case, and a lot of the videos that I've been wanting to make this year had to get pulled on hold due to my poor time management or dealing with a lot of stuff with work or just not being able to go anywhere because we are still restricted to a lot of things. So I've been taking the time to catch up, and it's still going to take a couple weeks. I am prepared to be able to get back to making the content that I wish I could make. But until then, I still didn't want to leave everyone hanging because it has been a very long time. So I figured, let's just throw on one more old sing-along songs, get into that and watch and enjoy, especially because it's nice to look back at the past. This one's Let's Go to Circus, and I will put a pre-warning here. It features a lot of clowns. I know that it's a trigger for some people, so if you don't like clowns, don't watch this. Anyways, let's jump right into it as always and start the show.
Step right up and get your circus programs right here.
This is probably the only time that they actually left Walt Disney World for the series, so it makes things a lot more interesting right off the bat.
Come with me for a backstage tour?
And I remember him so well. He was like the main clown ringmaster, but yet he was still very charming. Like, he's not a scary clown, because we're gonna see some scary clowns later on.
We better go after them, Mickey. Right, Minnie. Now, you go to the right, and I'll go,
I see a recurring theme here. All the kids running to explore different activities. You can see there's a lot of recognizable faces. Ty from Smart Guy is part of our cast this time.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus is proud to present our honorary ringmaster, the one and only Mickey Mouse.
I think it's a cool throwback too, because if you look in Disney history, they had a Mickey Mouse circus back in Disneyland that didn't really last a long time, but it's cute. I like Mickey as a ringmaster. Can we get any more 90s? Like, I feel like we can't. I remember watching this and being weirded out that these kids are just being flown around like basically ragdolls. I know that obviously the circus started because a lot of people had unique talents because there wasn't as much to do back then, so you can think even based back in vaudeville times where they have weird talents but really extraordinary talents. But this makes me question, how do you even decide that you want to do stuff like that? Do the kids turn into monkeys too? Yeah, I think the kids get transported into monkeys. Yep, yeah, okay, so it transitions into the next song, and that's when they're all on stage dressed as monkeys. Which is the second time that we're seeing this number. Obviously this one was made first, and then the Animal Kingdom special came after, but it's literally the same scenario. The creepy clowns are so prominent in this series. This number was always one of my favorites. I guess just with how dangerous it looked and that they're just rolling along. Like, it's so simple, but I like the way they did a topography where they go up and then they go down when they go down. So I was entertained easily. I also love how so many women are just used for posing, especially in the circus, because we've seen so many that are really just like, okay, we're posing, let's pose. And that's the only thing they're doing. All the men are doing the work. which I don't know if it's a good thing now thinking about it out loud. The clowns are back again. So anyone that doesn't like clowns, this must be a nightmare for them. So creepy. So creepy! Stuff of nightmares, folks, for people that don't like clowns after all. This is one of the longest sections that I remember from this series. It's not even a song, it's literally just people ringing bells. So I just took a look and literally it is about 7 minutes long, this entire section, because it starts at 21 minutes and ends at 27, so wait, 6 minutes, but still 6 minutes for this section. That's not a song, that's not a dance, literally it's just people ringing bells. Why does someone want animals? He's an animal. I guess he wants to see animals up like him. This is where all the animal activists would get so angry at this section. This is one of the reasons the circus doesn't exist anymore.
What you got there?
I will say I do think the way they transition through everything is very interesting. That they're short segments. That 9 times out of 10 have to do with clowns. He's not really a clown, but he's a mime clown, so he still counts as a clown.
So kids, you want to be clowns?
There's so many clowns. So here's a fun fact that's not really related to this series, but I think it's funny that the both songs are in here. Obviously Make 'Em Laugh that was featured before was from Singing in the Rain. Then you also have Be a Clown that was in a movie that I'm blanking on that had Judy Garland. I'm looking this up. It's from the film The Pirate, which is still like obviously not as well known as Singing in the Rain is, but Singing in the Rain came after them Be a Clown. However, a lot of people have mentioned that it does sound very, very, very similar to each other. And the fact that they are both featured in this. Interesting fun fact. Do what you will with it. All I know is that, again, anyone that doesn't like clowns, this is complete nightmare fuel for them. And we reached our last song of the night, where they tell you to join the circus, which doesn't exist anymore, once again. This does make me want to go to the circus though, because it just looks like a really fun epic adventure. This song is really catchy too. I think this is one of the better songs for like a finale song. It has, because I mean with the series obviously, with the other ones they've done, they've all been at Walt Disney World. So when it came to the Let's Go to the Beach, or no, it was Walt Disney Beach Party, sorry. When I did that, it was like a beach party. It wasn't as fun. This one has just like all these lights and people and dancing and spectacle. It just really hits home, and that's like the best way to end it. And that is one of the last ones of the series, looking back at it. This one is the most serious of our Mickey Fun Songs titles. There's a lot more songs that show off the talent of these performers, understandably so, and definitely is a lot more of a mature watch. Like obviously these were made for kids. I obviously watched it as a kid, but I'm sure you understand what I mean by that, where it was more focused on the party aesthetic for the camp songs and the beach party. And these are more focused on the performances and looking at the spectacle and looking at how grandeur everything is, and that these people are so talented and can do so much. And there's still a lot of that old school 90s where it's all extreme at the same time, especially with the jump roping and all the acrobats. and just the spectacle of it. There's so much spectacle, but it's definitely a really enjoyable watch. Obviously, if you don't like clowns, don't watch it because it's filled with them. I know it's a big trigger for a lot of people, but otherwise it's a really cute show. I love these. I really do love the Mickey's Fun songs, and I really wish they did more of them. And it'd be cool if they were able to revise it, which I know will never happen because it was a market specifically for home video for VHS, but it'd be cool if they could release them onto Disney Plus, or if they could revise and do a version for Disney Plus. But there's still a couple more of these live action Mickey home videos that we're gonna watch. This isn't the end, but it's one of the last ones. But we're gonna continue on. Like I said, I will get back on track with my time and be able to make better content the way I want to. But thank you for sticking with me so far. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And as always, I hope you guys have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon.